Hi. So qualification is considered as a methodology that will help your sales guys be more successful. Okay? It may be considered as a tool that just helps. Actually, the impact on your business is much bigger and specifically on your pipeline. So let's take a look at it. So this is an example of a pipeline, okay? So just be aware of the fact that this is really just a proportion. And in fact, in each stage, I suppose that you will have much more deals. Okay. So just to make sure that you know what I mean. So now, when we look at this pipeline, so let's imagine some numbers here. Let's imagine that the overall size of this pipeline is $10 million. All right. So that's quite a nice pipeline. Yeah. So you report your pipeline to your investors if you're a startup, and everything seems to be okay because you have done this basic math that if your goal is $1 million, that's the goal, then with a average with an average conversion rate 10%, you need to have 10 million in your pipeline. Okay, so far so good. But now, is your pipeline really 10 million? That's the question right now. So when you do this exercise, for example, with your team, with your sales guys, so you ask them about a top deal in your pipeline. Could be this one, okay? So you ask them a question. So can they start next month? Can we start the cooperation? Or when can we start the cooperation? I don't know. Why would they start working with us? Why do they need us? I don't know. Okay, so you gave them price offer. Do they have a budget for this year for suppliers like us? I don't know. Okay, so with how many people are you actually in touch? Actually, just one. Okay, so this deal shouldn't be here at all. Maybe this deal shouldn't even be in the whole pipeline. So what you can do, either you say, okay, so this shouldn't be here, or you move it back to the previous stages. Okay. So now, when you consider that in each of the stages of a pipeline, there is a certain probability to win. So then, of course, you calculate the potential by multiplying a probability by potential revenue of each of the deals. So, for example, here is 0 because if they were contacted, there is still no probability. Okay, maybe here is 5% probability. Maybe here it's 15%. Here it could be 25%, and maybe here it's 35%. So when you start sort of additionally qualifying the deals, they all will go back here. Or, as I said previously, maybe you will mark them as lost. Okay? You will disqualify them. So then what happens? You will find out that actually your real pipeline is $2 million. But at least that's real. Okay? And you would wonder, not only startups, but how many corporations have pipelines like that. Yeah. So this is the real picture of your business. So let's continue. Let me show you how this works now. So you have this new pipeline that is additionally qualified, okay? So now you have, it's much smaller. So now we work with those 2 million. So what you have to do as a first thing is to start trying to moving these deals forward again, but this time the proper way. Okay? This time you will qualify. You will qualify. And that means that each of the deal will have to, for example, if you remember BANT, will be verified by these criteria. So you will find out that yes, they may have a budget. Yes, there is someone who can start the cooperation. Yes, they need us because our technology works for them. And actually, they're open to start next month. Okay. So, and this will be your work right now. So now, if you qualify, in general, you will have smaller pipeline than when you don't qualify. Okay, at least at the beginning. Okay, so you may have just 2 million, and then you will get to 5 million, and eventually you will get to those 10 million again. But this time it will be a real 10 million. And what will happen? There will be a few things happening, few things that will be much different than before. So the first obvious thing, you will disqualify much more. So there will be much more lost deals here. Okay, you will disqualify. Okay, there's no need for this client, so I will not waste my or his time. Okay, so more lost deals. Second thing, the deals will move between each of the stage relatively slower. Okay, because you always want to find out all these criteria, and sometimes it will take more time. You will talk to more people, you will ask more questions. Sometimes they will not know immediately, so you will have to follow up and ask again. Okay, so the deals will flow through slower. But also, the third thing that will happen is that the overall flow through will be faster, will be faster, or I would say more active. Okay. When you used not to qualify, what happened is that usually you started, it was quite fast, and then the deal crashed here and it got stuck, or here and it got stuck. Okay. So fast movement at the beginning and then nothing happens. You want to move all the time. Okay. You want to be active. You want your deals to be active. But more importantly, your pipeline will be real. There will be a chance to win more deals with that. So think again, go back to the beginning, think about your business. If you don't qualify and you have 10 millions in a pipeline, this is not real. That's a fake. That's a bubble. If you qualify, you have real deals and you can work with this real pipeline. Okay? Remember that is one of the most important things of the whole course. See you in the next lesson. Bye.